And welcome to my another IGTV video. In this video we will be talking about the problem that most of us face for the colors that get faded when you upload a photo in Instagram. Now this is one of the photo that I made in Gajoldoba in the past year of 2019. So I have edited this photo and let's now see how the problem looks like. I shared this photo over to Instagram to check and whether the colors stay intact or not. Firstly, I move it to Instagram. I make sure that the whole photo is selected. When I go forward, boom, the colors gets faded. So this is the problem, and welcome to the video of color spaces. Social media and the World Wide Web is currently one of the biggest platforms for photo sharing. Prints, although, are the final destination for a photo, but social media and the websites or various kind of web pages, those are one of the biggest platforms that we often share our photos into. Now, when you click a photo and edit it hours and hours, and then you spend that time in making the photograph, and when you finally decide to upload it to the website or in your social media platform, the colors gets faded. As you have already seen how I showed you with my Instagram that how the colors fade. Now let us look into the problem first, and then we will find a solution for it. Now in that case we need to understand the color spaces. Now the color spaces is a vast term and we need to understand a certain bit of it, but that in detail. So let's look at how many color spaces do we have. We need to talk about 4 various color spaces majorly. Out of them, there is a ProPhoto RGB, then comes Adobe RGB, sRGB and CMYK. Now let us understand the difference between all these 4 and what is color spaces. Let us consider that color spaces is the thing that supports a range of colors. A color space with the widest range of colors supports many colors, which is the ProPhoto RGB, and the color space which sets a small range of colors is the CMYK. Now, supporting a big range of colors and a small range of colors both have their own drawback and both have their own limits and advantages. Now, let's first talk about ProPhoto RGB. ProPhoto RGB is the largest range of colors that a color space have, and basically that is offered by most of the raw photo that we get into the camera. Now, ProPhoto RGB, what does this do? When you click a photo and the raw photo has a variety of colors in the ProPhoto RGB, now that all those colors which you have right now, you can easily edit them, create the saturation, the hues, change them, color grade them, and when you have such a huge range of colors, the colors won't clip. That is what is the pros for the ProPhoto RGB. Now talking about the con, ProPhoto RGB, this color space cannot be shown on any screen in the world. This comes to the conclusion that when you can't see the colors that you click, what is the mode of it? What is the profit that you get from it? Now when we talk about it, let's see it like this. In a raw photo, when you click the photograph, you always think that you have to get a huge range of colors with which you can play, you can make, you can blend, you can do whatever you want, but you need to have those colors. In that case, ProPhoto RGB or Adobe RGB, which is supported by most of the beginner and entry-level professional cameras by Nikon, these two color spaces plays a good role. Now, sRGB is supported in most of the web and across most screens in our digital world. Now, when we talk about ProPhoto RGB, it has its pros, it has its cons. Same goes for Adobe RGB. Adobe RGB has a lesser amount of colors than ProPhoto RGB, but more amount of colors when sRGB. The photo that you saw when I was uploading it to Instagram, that photo had the color space of Adobe RGB. because I click my photos in my camera in Adobe RGB because it supports more wider range of colors than sRGB. In that case, what it helps me is to create more color plays, more color grading, and in fact I can play with my colors than when I click it in sRGB. And now what is the process that I can help myself to make the color go from Adobe RGB to sRGB? That is a question. But let us first understand one thing. If your screen doesn't support the Adobe RGB, what happens to the range of colors that is not included in sRGB? Most of them are converted into different colors, or most of them are not shown. That is what happened to the photo of that bird when I tried uploading it over Instagram. Most of the colors was not supported by Instagram and in fact on my phone, and that's what the colors disappeared. It simply disappeared. From this chart you can see one thing, that ProPhoto RGB supports most of the visible colors that we see. Next comes Adobe RGB, next comes sRGB and CMYK. It's not something like that sRGB or CMYK supports a wider range of colors. It's just that sRGB is supported by most of the screens and CMYK is better for the printing purposes. Now let's talk about one more thing, that is an 8-bit image or a 16-bit image. Now when we talk about what are the difference between both of them, there can be things like levels which go into a bit more deep, but we can just simplify the thing into quite like this, that 8-bit image supports around 16,000,000 colors, whereas a 16-bit image supports 256, the 8-bit image supports 16,000,000 colors, whereas a 16-bit image supports 256,000,000,000 colors. Now in this case, it has its pros and cons. When you click a raw photo, you will always prefer 16-bit image for the previous things that I told you. It will be easier for you to color grade them, create the hue saturation levels and all that. But you need to process and export your image to an 8-bit image in order to make it accessible for the web and the various devices that you carry. Now let us talk about how can we help it. When I go over this image that I have created, you can see that Adobe RGB, this is the document profile of the image. Now you just go to edit, convert to profile. Now you see the profile is Adobe RGB. The destination space, you need to select it as working RGB, sRGB. This is the color profile that is supported by most of the screens, the laptops, the World Wide Web, your website, Instagram, and every other normal digital devices. In order to see proper colors, you need to convert it. Now when you convert this image, there is slight changes in the colors, but you can't notice them. Simply you can't. Now this photo is ready for your Instagram upload. Hope this helps.